everyone, welcome to my channel again. Now today we're going to make possibly the best meatballs that you've ever had. They're going to have a nice bit of mozzarella stuffed in the middle, and they've got a couple of secret little ingredients just to enhance them. So for today's recipe we're going to need 500 grams of beef mince, 500 grams of pork mince, we're going to need some oregano, a little bit of smoked paprika, some onion granules, some garlic granules, salt and pepper as always, a little bit of mozzarella, and a couple of the special little ingredients, a slice of bread in a bowl. We're going to need a bit of milk, and we've got a little bit of beef bone marrow. So our first little trick we're going to do for our meatballs is we've got our slice of bread. We're just going to pour over enough milk, see in there just a little, just to soak into that slice of bread. While that's soaking in, we're going to pop into here a teaspoon of oregano. We're going to pop in a teaspoon-ish, I've got just slightly more, of the onion granules. We're going to pop in a teaspoon of the garlic granules, go in as well. We're also going to pop in, use the other end of the spoon for the nutmeg, like that much nutmeg off the end of your spoon. Don't put too much nutmeg in because it will be too strong, it will be overpowering. I'm going to put in some salt and pepper. I'm going to pop in a teaspoon and a half smoked paprika. Any of these ingredients, if you want it stronger in that particular flavour, just add more. If you want it not as strong, add less. While our bread and milk are soaking together with all our other flavours, we're just going to get our little block of mozzarella, cut them into centimetre size dice, and that will be ready for going in the middle of our meatballs. So now our bread's had a couple of minutes to soak in, we're going to add in our other special ingredient, which is our bone marrow. So you can just grate this straight in. This was about the size of my thumb. This will make it extra beefy, extra rich, and just extra nice. Just get that all in. If you don't have the both beef marrow, just don't add it in. You should be able to get it from your local supermarket, or if not, tap up the butcher for it. So that's gone in there now. Now we're going to add in all of our pork mince. This was 500 grams of each. Pop that in, and then just get your hand in there and start smashing it all together. You should end up with something like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our little chunks of mozzarella. If you don't like mozzarella, or you're allergic to cheese or anything, just don't add it. Just roll the balls as per normal. Get a little bit of meat, put your mozzarella in the middle, shape your meat around the outside, give it a roll, job done. And just keep repeating until all the mix is gone. We're just going to pop these little babies in the fridge for a couple of hours, or overnight if you want. All the flavours will come together and it'll all become one thing. So now we're going to seal off our meatballs. We've got a pan on a medium heat with a little bit of oil in. These have been in the fridge for a couple of hours and they're a little bit firmer now. Should have a nice little sizzle as they go in. We're just going to seal these off on all sides. So what you want to do is get your meatballs so that they've got a nice little bit of colour on all the way around, and just pop them on a little plate, and now we can do our sauce. So now we're going to start our sauce off. So I've drained a little bit of the oil out of the pan. I've got in here onion, garlic, celery and leek, been washed. That's going to go into the pan. Just pop that in like that. We'll give that a stir around for a couple of minutes. Okay, so these have been cooking down for 5-6 minutes. They're getting a little bit soft now. We'll just move them over to one side, and we're going to pop in a couple of tablespoons, or teaspoons even, of tomato puree. We'll just cook that out for a minute. Now, once your tomato puree is cooked out for a couple of minutes, you can mix it in with everything else. Then we're going to add in these. Now, I've just found these in one of the shops, many shops I go in. So just normal chopped tomatoes, but these have got little cherry tomatoes in as well, so it's just a little bit nicer. I'm going to pop them in. You can see the cherry tomatoes there. Always rinse your can out with a little water, just to get a little bit more sauce. And as always in every tomato sauce recipe I'll do a little bit of ketchup. About a tablespoon. Just sweetens it up. Give that a little mix round. And we'll just leave this to come up to a gentle simmer for a couple of minutes, and then we'll add our meatballs back into it. I've also added in the tin of the leftover tomatoes. I filled it back up with water and put that in. It looks a little bit watery at the moment, but don't worry about that. It will reduce down as we carry on cooking. I've also seasoned it at this point with salt and pepper. So now you can see it's come up to a nice gentle boil, well, simmer. I'm going to turn it down a touch. We're just going to pop our meatballs back into the sauce. All the way around. Now we'll just leave those two gently cook away for 5 minutes. We'll turn them all over, give them another couple of minutes, and they'll be ready to serve.